This is Pranav Guha from EduTV. Right now, I am with Mr. Karandeep Singh, an edupreneur, a mentor, an Oxford University alumnus, and seasoned educationist and author being awarded Principal of the Year 2019 and 20 on 3 occasions. Welcome, Mr. Karan.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on this.
Pleasure is ours, sir. You came all the way. Sir, as because of these medical emergencies, government directives, medical directives, a lot of changes we are expecting. Can we reimagine this, reimagine education during and post-COVID situation? Sir.
I think, first of all, I would like to appreciate the question that, EduTV has posted to all the educators. It's a very valid and a very critical question at this point. To start off with, with the answer, I would say that absolutely, yes, it can be reimagined. Not only it can be, it is critical that we do reimagine it. Not only during, the time that we are facing the pandemic, till the point that, social distancing norms are going to be probably the way of life, till the time we can completely eradicate the virus. I project that, in the next couple of years, there's going to be a lot of emphasis in the education industry on blended learning. What I mean by blended learning is that, in the industry, we have always been procrastinating the pros and cons of technology. And one of the fine examples that we are all facing in the industry, be it teachers or leaders, is that time of procrastination has been taken from us. We don't have the luxury anymore to wait and weigh the pros and cons. It has been imposed on us, and we have to now sort of adapt to it. So what I think is going to be very successful, especially for schools and educators in the next couple of years, is first of all adapting to the new way of teaching and learning. That would require a very seamless transition between, let's say, a physical classroom, understanding how to teach with social distancing norms, and also when there is a situation perhaps where you have to again shift back to an online setup. I think the people in the education industry who are going to be really effective, really productive, are the people who can make this seamless transition. I think what you would realize, even what's happening now, there are a lot of people in the industry, and the interesting part that I've been noticing is that it doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter what background or what expertise you bring. We have been pleasantly surprised by people who have been seasoned educators quickly adapting to the new system and doing excellent in it. And we've also noticed at the same time that you could find young people who we expect to be very competent in the system, struggling with it. So I believe that as a message, when we move forward into the next 6 months or 1 year, teachers, especially in the education industry, need to equip themselves with skills. Right now, we are all experimenting with all kinds of digital tools, and we're trying to build sort of a digital imprint. But how do you sustain it into a very credible teaching and learning environment? The whole point is about sustaining what we are now experiencing, because there is a big possibility that this could be the new norm into our industry. A lot of countries, you would notice, where the lockdown has been, slightly reduced, they're still sticking to, when it comes to schools and colleges, they're still sticking to a blended learning environment. There's a lot of emphasis on developing proper digital tools, which can create all kinds of subjects. I mean, I get questions from parents and fellow educators that how do you teach physical education online, or how would you teach music online? So that's where innovation comes in. I mean, if I'm a physical education teacher, I shouldn't feel that my job is completely now out of the question because I can't go to a ground. So you bring that ground to the child. I mean, I'm noticing teachers who are, recording video lessons at home of the physical exercise, sending it to the students with a written objective. The student is sending a video recorded message back as the assignment. And the teacher is able to evaluate that, yes, you were able to do the physical education objectives. So it is very much possible. I think all the subjects that we're dealing with are possible. The only criteria is how you can creatively and innovatively adapt and sustain the system. It's something that we need to think as a long-term solution, not something that we have to deal with now. And then we would think that, things are going back to the old ways. Unfortunately, I don't believe things will be exactly the same. as we left them probably in March. There will be changes. So those changes need to be respected.
Thank you.